Hey everybody, Cinesiclist here to yet again talk to you a little bit about my feelings on slipcovers. Like I said, it would be a controversial topic because there are a lot of people who collect these, a lot of people who really like slipcovers, and I got very mixed opinions on it, a lot of mixed comments. Some people were saying, they totally agree, and then you had a lot of people saying that, they disagree because they really like them, and what they were saying they like about them is the fact that they look nicer. And I just want to say, I completely agree. I mean, let's take Fantasia and the Fantasia 2000 double feature set here. Look at that cover. Shiny, it's got rays of light, it's raised, everything's just, it's beautiful. I mean, which one's better, Plain Jane or Mr. Fancy Pants? Obviously, Mr. Fancy Pants here is better than the Plain Jane. I mean, this, it's just a flat, ordinary cover. This looks really cool. But my thing is does shiny really warrant a slipcover? It's shiny. That is it. Yeah, it looks nicer. Again, I'm not denying that this looks nicer than this. It obviously does. What I'm saying is, I just don't think shiny warrants an entire slipcover. It's not really doing anything. It's shiny. That's it. I mean, are we pack rats? Are we animals who see shiny things and we have to get it? I mean, it's shiny. So what? I just don't get it. Yeah, again, like I said, it does look nicer than this, but it's nothing to warrant a slipcover in my mind. I mean, like the Monster House disc that had the wheel on it, that was a gimmick. That was something that I say, sure, you're doing something gimmicky, put a slipcover on it. It's not just basically this, but shiny. Because that's all this is. It's this is just this shiny. So who cares? And then you got ones that aren't even shiny. It's just raised. That's even worse. At least the shiny one looks really cool and nice. I mean, yeah, it's got, the rays and stuff and everything. This at least looks pretty neat. I still don't think it warrants a slipcover, but at least it's pretty cool looking. Megaminds, it's bumpy. Bumpy? I mean, what does bumpy do? It's raised. Like, and what is it? Just make the word Megamind here, the button of doom, and that's it. That's all it's raised. Not even the characters. Really? I mean, does that really honestly warrant a slipcover? It doesn't. It's a waste. Yeah, I know when they're like, they're lined up like side by side and stuff, they do kind of look nice. But to be completely honest, I kind of like them better like that in my collection than having the slipcovers on them. I don't know, the slipcovers, a lot of them are sort of different heights. A lot of them aren't cut exactly the same. Some of them stick out a little bit further. They're just not all uniform, whereas for the most part, the keep cases are pretty uniform and they all look really nice. So I can't get behind slipcovers unless, again, they're doing something gimmicky, something different. Maybe the cover art looks way different. Maybe they're going for something, fine. But if you're just going to make cover art that looks exactly like the artwork on the keep case, I just don't understand why even bother doing it. I just don't get it. Somebody did bring up, they mentioned that, you could say the same thing, like, well, why have the regular insert? Why not just have the slipcover? And I think that'd be a little weird, just because, I mean, it's kind of weird to take a DVD out and not have anything in there. But at the same time, I understand that. I mean, that makes a little bit more sense to me to have, a big, nice, shiny case, and then open it up, and it's just there's like a regular case and like paperwork or artwork in it. That would make a little bit more sense to me, but at the same time, it would be really weird. I don't think they should do that, but I just don't think bumpy also warrants a cover art. I mean, who cares? It's bumpy. I mean, that's not even, again, this at least tracks your eye. Little kids will probably freak out, like, go nuts over this stuff, but are they going to go nuts over, the fact that Megamind is raised as opposed to flat? I don't know. And then, again, worst of all, what do you guys say about these? Switch here and build it bigger. It's the same thing. And it's not raised, it's not shiny, it's nothing. The only thing I could say is that, maybe people like it when they're like that. And, in their collection. And I don't know. Like I said, I really don't care for the spines, being like that. I kind of like the normal cases better, but, I don't know. That's about all it has going for. Otherwise, these make absolutely no sense. They are the exact same thing. They're not shiny. They're not raised. They're not gimmicky. They're nothing. They're exactly the same. I just don't understand it. Why? I mean, again, like I said, guys, I know a lot of you said they just look nicer, and you know, they sort of add something to the DVD or Blu-ray, and I hear you. I understand. Again, we'll go back to Fantasia. Yeah, it does add something. I mean, because it looks nicer. I mean, it definitely looks nicer like this. I mean, when I see this, it looks a lot nicer than just that. But I just don't think it really warrants it. I mean, can't they make the artwork shiny? They got to. I've seen it. I can't remember what DVDs I have, but I do have some like hollow foil like regular inserts. So why don't they just do that? Why don't they just make, you know, it really cool? I mean, you don't need the raised. I mean, again, this is raised. I mean, you don't even notice really unless you're really feeling it that it's raised up any. So why don't they just make the inserts like hollow foil and save some money, make it look cool like that instead of having a paper case on it? I don't know. I don't get it. And then one other fellow YouTuber, he brought something up. He's like, well, you didn't mention anything about the clear plastic cases, slipcovers. And he's right. I did not mention those. I didn't really think about it, but I'll talk about it now. I have a few of these, but I pulled the first one I could think of, and that is Transformers here. This is the 2-disc special edition. Watch how dumb this is. Yep. That's it. You really couldn't put the word Transformers 2-disc special edition right here. It's clear. What, I mean, why? What the hell? Clear. I mean, that's even worse than the regular paper, the cardboard slipcovers. I mean, it's just, I don't understand that. So yeah, I got a couple of these, and I just think they're even worse and even just dumber than the paper slipcovers. So yeah, I had to point that out as well. So again, guys, like I'm just trying to say, I do realize that they look nicer. You know, it's nice to see when you go into a store, see the shiny covers and everything like that, but I just don't think really much warrants a slipcover. Again, unless you're going for something really gimmicky, or you have a really good reason for putting a slipcover on a DVD or Blu-ray. But if you're just going to make it look exactly like the artwork inside, pointless. If all you're doing is making it raised, who cares? And if you're just making it shiny, I mean, oh, it's shiny. So I don't know. So I'm not trying to bash you guys who collect slipcovers. I know there are a lot of you out there, and more power to you. I mean, people say I'm crazy for the fact that I collect so much stuff, and I don't think you're crazy at all. I think it's totally cool. I mean, look, when I go into a store and I see a DVD, and sometimes, you know, sometimes they release DVDs and Blu-rays with slipcovers on, and then like maybe a year later or so, they'll discontinue the slipcover and release it without it. If I go into like Best Buy or something, I'm going to pick up a title, and I see 2 copies in there. I see like the old copy with the slipcover on it, or the new copy, which is exactly the same thing, just with that slipcover. I'll get the one with the slipcover. I'm not going to say I don't, you know, even though I don't like slipcovers, I'm not going to say that I don't buy the slipcover one. No, I'll buy the slipcover one. Yeah, it's a little, because, you know, it's a little something extra. I mean, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more for my money, which is stupid because it's just a slipcover, but I just don't think it warranted a slipcover ever. They never released the title with a slipcover. I still would have bought it. It's not like I wouldn't have bought it because it doesn't have a slipcover on it. And I don't know. Really the only reason I'm picking it up is because I'm kind of greedy and think, hey, a slipcover, you know, it's better than the other one. So that's really it. But I don't know. It makes no sense. So again, not trying to put you guys down who collect slipcovers. I'm totally cool with the fact that you collect them. I think it's awesome that you collect them. But for me personally, I just don't get them. I don't think they're really warranted. I don't think they're, you know, I just don't think we need to really have slipcovers, again, unless you're doing something extra, something gimmicky, something that really makes the slipcover stand out from the actual like insert inside. So what I would like to see, if slipcovers are going to continue to be made, which I'm sure they are, I would love to see the slipcovers different, maybe different artwork on the front, maybe something cool, not just a shiny erased version of what's inside, maybe, you know, something completely different, something that's just not even remotely the same as the artwork on the inside, which I do have some stuff like that. I wasn't quite sure what it is. I'd have to go look through my collection and pick out some stuff, but I know I have some slipcovers that are a lot different than what's inside, and I think that can be cool sometimes. Sometimes I really like that. So again, just wanted to you know, come back, give a little bit more point of view on this one, and just kind of reiterate my feelings on this, so maybe you guys can understand things a little bit clearer and realize that I'm not trying to say that slipcovers don't look better than the covers inside, because that'd be stupid. Obviously they do. Just I don't think they're needed. So that's it. I don't know. Bring on the comments. I'm sure a lot of you are probably gonna disagree with me, but oh well. So thanks for watching. See ya.